Hi, it's Stuart Fraser, PGA Professional at Sneinton Golf. Today we've got two brand new TaylorMade products to review. We've got the Sim2 Max Hybrid and the Sim2 Rescue Club. Both these two golf clubs are aimed at very different markets, so I'm going to have a few shots with each of these today and tell you what sort of player each of these products are aimed at. So the first of these two products is the Sim2 Max Hybrid. Now this is a more traditional hybrid design. It's quite a shallow face, quite a deep head front to back, so it's designed to pop the ball up in the air. Carbon crown and sole plate, so again saving weight, they can redistribute that weight further back, help it get more airborne out of a range of different lies. It's a nice curved leading edge there, leading into the V steel sole plate as well. So again, that is designed to be hit out of an array of different lies, and you can also see the speed pocket on the bottom there, which helps the club be more consistent right across the face in terms of distance. The twist face is existing on all current models. It's around to stay. That helps you hit straight shots off all parts of the club face. But also now we've introduced a Sim2 Rescue. Now this is a completely different design aimed at a different player altogether. This is the player that is looking for workability, be able to keep the ball down, but also hit shots out of an array of different lies. So we've still got all the same technology we had in the other hybrid, but now in the back of the V steel sole plate, we've got a weight in the back, and that weight has helped to keep the ball flight down a little bit so that you can actually have control of it, especially into headwind and arrangement of different conditions. And also this head is deeper. And again, that deep face will help you keep the ball down a bit more instead of just simply popping the ball up in the air like a hybrid is designed to do. It's nowhere near as deep front to back either, so that also will mean that you'll be able to work the ball an awful lot better. The other noticeable thing with this is that it's an adjustable hosel, so you can adjust the loft up and down. You can change that loft around to dial in your trajectory perfectly and to be able to hit this hybrid exactly the right distance. So turn it into whatever club you're looking for. Anyway, let's have a hit with these two golf clubs and see how they both perform in comparison to each other. So the first thing to note when hitting both of these golf clubs is that the head shape is very different. This Rescue looks much more like an iron than the conventional hybrid shape that I've also had a hit with. Definitely flies lower, the Sim2 Rescue, than the Sim2 Max Hybrid. There's quite a big difference in terms of height. I feel as though the hybrid, the Sim2 Max, is slightly easier to use as well. And we've had a couple of people from here have a go with both golf clubs, and the feedback is that the Sim2 Max Hybrid is definitely easier to use than the Rescue, but the Rescue does keep the ball down a bit more. You can shape it a little bit more with it. There's a big difference in feel off the golf club heads as well. A lot more hollow with the hybrid, and the Rescue feels more solid, and it's a much duller sound coming off the club head. It sounds more like you're hitting an iron as opposed to the hybrid, which sounds just like you're hitting a fairway wood. Both golf clubs, I found okay to hit. Neither of them were particularly difficult, but I hit a lot of shots out the middle. But if you're hitting it slightly off centre, definitely the hybrid could be the one for you. In terms of performance, both these two go about the same distance. I'm hitting both of them about 200 yards, 19-degree hybrids. As mentioned, the Sim2 Max Hybrid does fly a little bit higher. I get the impression as well it's going to be a little bit easier to pick up off the floor because it's a shallower face, and that curved leading edge means that this is going to be a bit easier to hit out of an array of different lies for the average golfer. The Sim2 Rescue, not quite as easy, but there's much more variation. There's many more things you can do with this club header. So you can adjust the loft, you can work the ball with it, you can keep the ball down if you need to. So it's certainly a lot more versatile than the hybrid, which is just purely designed to get the ball up in the air. So who are these two clubs aimed at? Basically, we've got the Sim2 Max Hybrid, Aimed at sort of mid to high handicapper, I feel it's very easy to use. It'll launch the ball high. It's easy to hit out a variety of different lies. Just generally pops the ball up in the air. So if you're looking for something that's going to do that job off the fairway or out of the rough, then it's absolutely ideal. Particularly easy to hit. Whereas the Sim2 Rescue, we found it wasn't quite as easy to use. Slightly duller noise, so it sounds and looks more like an iron than the hybrid does. Something with adjustable loft, so you can fine tune in that trajectory. But also something that's very workable, so you can keep it down, you can work it left to right or right to left, which is not always possible with a conventional hybrid golf club. I feel as though it's a much nicer players club, so much more sort of mid to low handicap. There's a lot of guys on tour use this golf club already, so it serves a variety of different purposes. You just got to remember that it is going to launch the ball quite a lot lower, and it is also just that tiny little bit harder to use, I feel, than the hybrid golf club. But it basically serves a purpose. It'll go in the bag, the replacement of a long iron. It's a bit more versatile than a long iron, but not quite as easy to use as what the hybrid is. Overall, both great golf clubs, but both aimed at very different markets. We just have a look at the results as well for both the hybrid and the Rescue, and what we've found from hitting a lot of different shots with both clubs is that the hybrid certainly launches much higher and spins higher. The dispersion, for me, there was a big difference in terms of dispersion and accuracy with both golf clubs. With the hybrid, I found it easy to hit the ball straight or slightly left, whereas with the Rescue, I couldn't get anything going to the left-hand side. So I feel as though there's a little bit more weight in the toe of the Rescue club, which prevents that ball from flying to the left. Now, a lot of better players who generate high club head speed hate to see that shot flying to the left-hand side. They want to take the left-hand side of the golf course out of play, and that Rescue is certainly going to do that. I just feel as though the hybrid will also be the better choice for the golfer that hits the ball to the right-hand side. It's a little bit easier to keep that straight. So yeah, much higher, much more forgiving than what the Rescue is. I found the Rescue on here, I could easily flight the ball down 20 or 30 feet lower with the Rescue as well. So if you want something you can play into the wind, then that's obviously also an option. Both great golf clubs, as I say, one aimed at mid to high handicapper, the other one sort of a mid, maybe just low handicap golfer, proper players club, but it looks superb, and they've done a great job producing something that is different from just your average hybrid golf club that everybody produces nowadays. I hope you've enjoyed our video on the new Rescue and hybrid golf clubs from TaylorMade. Don't forget to comment in the box below as to which one of these two fantastic clubs you would prefer in your bag. Like and subscribe as well to help our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.